Please.
Mr. Flores, time this up. Thank you very much.
I had 3 seconds and I had the whole thing.
Just,
I was supposed to have 3 minutes.
sir, thank you. Thank you very much. Next speaker, please.
It's the JR Show from Studio 99 at the American General Media Complex. On air at News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN. Online at KernRadio.com.
We're even live on TikTok, guys.
Here is your host, JR.
Top of the day to you. This is the JR Show. I am your host, JR Flores. You're listening to Kern Radio. Check us out online at KernRadio.com and download that Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us on the go wherever you are. Plus, also streaming live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube and look up Kern Radio. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Come along with us every single day. We're live at 2:05. We're also on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look up Kern Radio. I am also out there, JR Flores, or why not JR? We're broadcasting live from the Kern Radio studios, powered by Adaptive Networks. For all your IT needs, give them a call, 661-241-0638. That's 661-241-0638. It's Adaptive Networks, locally owned. They take care of us here at the station. They can take care of all of your IT needs. Trust me, if they can handle all the things that we screw up around here, I'm pretty sure they can handle anything that you guys will do at your job as well. Oh, it's got a great show lined up for today. It is a Wellness Wednesday, so we'll talk about post-stroke care with David Harrington. He is the CEO of the Center for Neuro Skills. He's going to come in and talk about that, strokes, and how you can take care of yourself if post-stroke, and not only that, things to help maybe prevent one as well. We'll get into that, and we'll talk about the county took a vote last night to make Kern County a charter city. What does that mean? And you'll have the opportunity at least to say yes or no if you want that coming up in the upcoming election. I'll break down what exactly it means for us to be a charter city. And of course, all of you guys' questions, comments, text messages, phone calls, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN for you guys that want to chime in. We're also on, are they listening, Chris? Nobody listens. Like corporate across the street, do they listen? I think Lisa, maybe in sales, is the only one that listens. But she ain't going to tell anybody. We're on TikTok. Shh. It's kind of hush-hush right now. I'm not telling a whole bunch of people, but just go out there and find it. It's been a lot of fun for me exploring TikTok. I never thought I would be on it, but now we are. And so you can go check out content on there as well. Before I get to what everybody wants me to talk about, the Bakersfield City School District meeting last night to give themselves a 3 times pay raise, if not more, I think. Before I get to that, though, I do want to send a big shout out, a big thank you to everybody that went out yesterday and heard the call, whether it was on social media, here on this show, here on this station, the urgent need for blood by Harrington. They were packed yesterday. Packed. I've talked to so many people that either work for Harrington or showed up to give blood. That's at JR. I saw pictures online. People just, the lobby was full. The line was out the door. And it just shows the generosity and the wanting to give from this community, to give back, to help their neighbor, to help their friend, the compassion. And that's why I love this community so much. That's why when you guys hear me talk about different causes and different issues, and it sounds like I'm always being negative or I'm always bringing up things that, oh, maybe we should just highlight the positive things. JR, why are you always bringing these things up? It's because I love my city, and I think we can, is the people are beautiful and good and good-hearted people yesterday showing up to Houchin, and the people that are continuing to show up today. Those are the people that make this community. It's the leaders that sometimes are disconnected, inept, don't have foresight of the city, only their political aspirations. And so it's because of you guys, because of that spirit that you guys embody here in days like yesterday and answering the call. It just warms my heart that this community is something to fight for. This community, the people here deserve better and deserve a beautiful place and a safe place. And that's why we fight for that here on the JR Show. So big shout out, big thank you to everybody out in the community that came out yesterday and give. There's still that need. You can still get in there, make an appointment, get in. I'll be in on Monday to give some platelets. So I always try to do my part and help out. And you guys, if you have it in you, that's the slogan. I got my sweater on today, by the way. Most comfortable hoodie in all of town. But my slogan, if you have it in you to give, because we all do, then give. We all have blood, and never mind. It hasn't gone over with Houchin either. I don't expect it to go over with you guys. But let me get to the news that everybody wants to hear me talk about is the old Bakersfield City School District Board of Education. And you know what? I looked up bios just because I didn't want to call them yahoos or anything else. They're all, well, most of them are very well-educated, well-intended people. But last night at the meeting, they took a vote to give themselves raises. Just call it like it is. It's whenever a body gets the opportunity to vote themselves a raise, I guess we really can't be mad at them, because how many of y'all would do the same thing? But all the times that you guys have asked, JR, what are you going to run for? JR, when are you going to go for political office? Well, get those signs ready, boys and girls. We've found something. If you become a Bakersfield City School Board of Education, you just got a raise of $700. You used to make, I can't even get this story out because it's so ridiculous. I didn't realize they were making $787 a month to begin with. But last night they voted 4-1 to give themselves a raise up to $3,000 a month. $3,000 a month. And I know there's going to be people that get upset with me. There's going to be people that call and tell me, because I'm about to say they only meet once a month, y'all. The last, what was yesterday? Tuesday? The last Tuesday of the month is when they meet. Once a month. And I'm not even sure. I didn't look. I don't think they meet during the summer. I hope they're not getting a paycheck during the summer. I hope that $3,000 is only 10 times a year. And the reason that they were able to do it, I guess, and the excuse that they give is that the district had to align itself with policy that was passed up in the assembly, that, oh, these people haven't got raises for some 40 years. And I said, you mean to tell me they made $700 40 years ago? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money now. I didn't realize they were making $780 a month to begin with. I thought you got voted in as a politician, and just like these politicians always give themselves raises. But I thought you did it for the love. I thought you did it because you cared about the students. And they're crying. They're talking about, it's state law now. The raise is permitted under state law for districts with average daily attendance exceeding 25,000. Just so happens that the Bakersfield City School District attendance is roughly 26,000. Now, they didn't have to go the full $3,000, mind you, because the law states up to $3,000 a month. Not, hey, you have to raise it this much. You don't have a choice. No, they had a choice. They could have picked any number between 787 and 3,000, but they just, hell, if we're giving ourselves raises, Chris, if you gave yourself a raise, wouldn't you go for the highest amount too?
Oh,
I
absolutely.
mean, I really can't be mad at them. Just like when the supervisors do it. Sorry to drag y'all into this, Kern County supervisors, but that's just the way it goes.
By the way, Mr. Turnipseed called in and said it's Charter County, not Charter City.
Charter County, We'll get to it in a minute, Turnipseed. You'll have your turn tomorrow on Ralph's show. We're getting to it. We want to change the charter to the city too, so the city council can give themselves a raise, which brings up my other point. The city council doesn't even get $3,000 a month. I don't even think they're getting $787 a month. The city council, the folks inept and all that run our city. A city of what are we at? Almost 500,000 people? Don't even make $3,000 a month. But you mean to tell me a board of 5 that oversees 26,000 kids that meets once a month, and again, you can call in and tell me, well, they do them. They meet more than just once a month, JR. They go out to schools and they meet with teachers and they discuss other things at other times with different. $3,000 a month. I'm pulling papers tomorrow because some of them are up for re-election. If you're wondering who this bunch is, and if you remember, this is the same bunch that back in, May of 2025, May of last year, we had just started the show, March, April, we were 2 months in. And I caught wind and nobody pays attention to the Bakersfield City School District meetings, by the way. That's why they think they can get away with these things. Well, guess what? Those days of nobody paying attention, those days are over. The JR show is here. Call all of you out. But they thought nobody was paying attention back in May of 2025, because this is the same bunch that couldn't even get along one time at a school board meeting when you had one telling the other, well, here is the meeting from last May, the bunch of people that just gave themselves a raise to $3,000 freaking dollars a month to meet once a month. Here is their one of their meetings from last May of 2025.
If there's questions on the agenda, each and every single one of us has had a one-on-one with the superintendent. We have had more than enough time.
Point of order. What's the relevancy to this discussion, to the motion that is on?
Shut up.
We need to.
Shut up. That was Miss Laura Guerrero Salgado telling fellow board member Mike Eggert to shut up during a meeting last May. Same group that at the beginning of that meeting, because they were so unable to run a board properly, that the superintendent resigned. Said in that very meeting, this is why I'm leaving, because y'all are, and I'm paraphrasing, y'all are just a mess. Same group got along enough last night. Well, not all of them. Got along long enough to give themselves a big old raise to the tune of $3,000 a month. Multiply that times 5, that's $15,000 a month. I'm sure there are plenty of teachers screaming at their radio right now about what they would be able to do with $15,000 a month. Well, I could turn around in the chat on YouTube, and I'm sure there's one of them right now that would gladly take one of those $15,000 checks to be able to apply to his classroom. But there was one. And when I read the story last night, I'm like, JR, which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the usuals? I felt like I could call it, and I was way off, way off. And this is why I love being able to just call balls and strikes. Because when I have disagreed with somebody, and then I can turn around and say, well, in this instance, they were right. Thank you, Chris Cruz, and I think it's doctor, so let me not take that title away from her. Dr. Chris Cruz Boone was the sole no vote last night. And the reason that she gave, I applaud her and I commend her. She says, I respect that board members serve under different financial circumstances and may reasonably reach different conclusions. My vote reflects my own values as a public servant. In the past, I declined BCSD medical benefits I didn't need, and similarly, I felt it was important for me to vote consistently with my personal approach to taxpayer stewardship, without expecting or asking others to do the same. Well, Miss Chris Cruz Boone, Dr. Chris Cruz Boone, I applaud you. We don't agree probably on a lot of things when it comes to how you vote or stances you take on the school board, but that's okay. We don't have to agree on everything, and that's the beauty of America. But on this one we do, and I can stand here and say thank you. The rest of y'all, $3,000 a month. Watch out, Miss Laura Guerrero. Take me to break, Chris, while I mention who. If y'all are thinking of running for a seat here, the Miss Laura Guerrero Salgado, trustee Area 4, she'll be terming out this year. $3,000 a month job right there. Miss Brooke Malley Alt, Area 5 trustee. We got to wait till 2028 to get her. Dr. Chris Cruz Boone, the only one that said no. We can use that money somewhere else. She'll be around till 2028. Mr. Mike Eggert, same thing. Hey, Mike, shut up. I'm just playing, Mike. It's a joke because that's what Guerrero Salgado told you. Mr. Eggert will be around till 2028 as well. And last but not least, Mr. Anthony Fuentes, trustee Area 2. He's up for re-election this year. So two of them, in case you're living in that area and we're thinking about pulling papers. My goodness. Well, so other people that aren't financially able to run have the opportunity to run. Look, the reason I don't run isn't because the financials, I ain't got time. At $3,000, well, I guess I can find time. If you're going to pay me $3,000, hell, I'll find some time. I'll stop doing this for $3,000. Oh, I'm way late. I got to get to a break. Your guys' questions, comments, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. You can also jump in the chat on YouTube. I'll do that in a second. And we're live on TikTok. Just go find us. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
News Talk 96.
What's up, TikTok?
And AM 1180 KERN.
What's up, TikTok?
The Ralph Bailey Show.
What's up,
Weekdays from 3 till 6
YouTube?
p.m.
I got you guys
Jack
everywhere,
Bassett
man. We're
Jackson's
trying to do this.
Stock just went
We're trying to
soaring
do
in
this.
my mind. After
Here we go. 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 How many people we got in here? Couldn't even tell you. We live on TikTok? Something like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing on TikTok, you guys. No idea. No idea, but find us out there. Wish I could donate. Have to wait until I'm off cancer pill. Don't worry about it, Mary. That's okay. You take care of that There's a time that you will be able to, but thank you. Tom Kelsey, and how are we repaid for our kindness? We get property stolen. I know. That's what we're talking about, Tom. I didn't get a raise and I work harder than them. That's messed up. Tell them, Sergio, I got your back, brother. I know my brother works as a trustee more than attending one. I know he does, Jim, and I was waiting for that. I know they do. I know he does. But $3,000 a month? It's not why I get it. I do, but man. Meanwhile, our kids' education is in the crapper. Well, there's an argument to be made on that one. Politicians never do anything for the good of the cause. It's always a line in their pockets. Yep. If you allow people to raise their own pay, you deserve everything you get. Yes, sir. Edward. What's up, Edward? They were well aware of what the pay was when they ran for office. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. They all knew what they signed up for. Maybe they need to build a gym in the garage to travel to Europe this summer. Andre just ditched his run for assembly to run for the Bay. He came from the Bay. Andre's pissed because he's like, wait a second. When I sat on the school board, I didn't make anything. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. That was funny, Jeff. After watching some of these people speak at the supervisors meeting, they deserve a raise. A lady actually started singing. Not supervisors. Supervisors get paid a lot. Don't worry about them. But no, people that also show up, I've watched some of that meeting, the school board meetings, people that show up to that, they are passionate and they will talk. And I don't know if they've got a limit. They need this. If anybody needs 2-minute limits, my goodness. I'm screaming. Andre was a BCSC school board when I retired in 2016. I can see his signature on the retirement plaque hanging in my office as I write this. Is that the new math that was being taught in our schools? 2 + 2 = 5. If you feel like it does. She's running for another office. That's why she voted no. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. If I am running for school board, apparently I have competition. Somebody in the YouTube chat just said that Andre pulled his papers from assembly and he's moving to run for school board. The funny thing is Andre actually started at the school board. If you don't know what we're talking about, our favorite councilman, wannabe assemblyman, Andre Gonzalez, started off as a Bakersfield City Schools District Board of Education member. He's pissed right now. He's like, hey, y'all, wait a second. How come they didn't do that when I was there? I was waiting for that the whole time. If I would have known that, I would have never been a city councilman. That was funny. That was Jeff in the chats on YouTube. Said, I saw Andre just run into the office. He pulled his papers from assembly. He's going to run for Bakersfield City School District instead. No, please. We want Andre to run for assembly. Trust me. It gets him out of our district. It gets him out of our city. Let him go up to Sacramento. He can be one of 67 supermajority where his vote doesn't even matter. And it's the perfect, I've said it before, it's the perfect job for Andre, the perfect do nothing job for Andre. Just show up and vote and go about your day. You're one of 67, it doesn't matter. But when you're one of 7 on a city council, your vote weighs a little bit more heavy. So this is our opportunity to actually get rid of Andre, in my opinion. But we shall see what we shall see. Got to get to a break. It is a Wellness Wednesday on the JR Show. David Harrington, the CEO of Centra for Neuro Skills, going to talk about post-stroke care. Listen up. And your comments later. 661-842-5376. This is the JR Show. It's Current Radio. We'll be right back.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. A search warrant the FBI served at Fulton County Elections Office near Atlanta on Wednesday seeks records tied to the 2020 election. Fulton spokeswoman Jessica Corbett Dominguez declined to comment further, saying the search was still underway. An FBI spokesperson confirmed the search, but also declined to provide any additional information. A partial government shutdown is looming at week's end, and now Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer has laid out a list of demands for the Department of Homeland Security as the Senate heads towards a crucial Thursday vote on whether to move forward with the spending legislation that funds DHS and a swath of other government agencies. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 12 points. More details at srnnews.com.
From the KERN Newsroom, your live and local news update on News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
I'm Chris Davis. The wreck out on Highway 58 that happened Tuesday morning involved a total of 43 cars, injured 9 people who were sent to 4 different hospitals, says the California Highway Patrol and Caltrans. The initial report says fog was likely a contributing factor. Emergency plans are lacking in the county, says the Kern County Grand Jury in a new report. The report says that cities need to have emergency plans ready by June 1st, and that some gaps in the system could cause delays in evacuations. The trial of Matthew and Brittany James has been delayed until May. The couple from North Edwards are accused of abusing their adopted children by binding and starving them. I'm Chris Davis in the KERN Newsroom with news every half hour and when it breaks on FM 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
News Talk 96.1 and AM 1180 KERN.
Oh, it's already Wednesday, which means I can get to the stockyard even sooner. Where's the stockyard? What is the stockyard, you ask? Well, it's a little speakeasy right next to Casey's Steakhouse, 2525 F Street. You wouldn't even know it's there. You're going to see some ropes. You're going to see a carpet. Walk up to the door, ring the doorbell. When they ask you what's the password, tell them, why not JR? They're going to let you in. You're going to walk into one of the finest establishments, not only in Bakersfield, not only in Kern County, but probably all of California. It's like you walk into a time travel. They take you back to the days of Speakeasy. Come on in. You can get appetizers off the menu from Casey's Steakhouse if you're hungry. Have a drink with Haley. Heck, I'll be in there this weekend. They also got live music going. And if you're looking to host a party, they got a banquet room. Maybe you got a birthday.
Start with like the center, what you guys do there, what's that about, and then if anything, we'll cover the study. I know they sent me that one, the 90-day recovery, and then if there's any other ones, I think that was the other one too, right? Yeah. The relationship you guys have there.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys want to highlight on those.
Appreciate it.
I'll mic this thing up here. This just goes to our video feed. Oh, too. Sometimes when people are smaller, so I got there. Nice. Usually I'm like, I have my chair up and it looks like this.
Yeah.
Or somebody's like, it's like, I don't mean to look over you guys, I promise.
So it's a good power technique.
That's what some people think. It's like, what? All kinds of stuff going on. I'm trying all kinds of new things today.
Very good.
I got it. Sorry. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. Check us out online, kernradio.com. Download the Kern Radio app to your smart device. Take us anywhere you go. Streaming live on YouTube. Head over to YouTube and search up Kern Radio. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Come along with us every single day. Find us on social media, Instagram and X. Look up Kern Radio. I'm also there. JR Flores, or why not? Also find us on TikTok. Just don't tell anybody yet because it's a secret. Just go to TikTok. Together. It is a Wellness Wednesday, though, here on the JR Show, and coming in is none other than David Harrington. He is the CEO of the Center for Neuro Skills here in Bakersfield and a couple other locations. How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
JR, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate you letting me come on the show.
Yeah, no, it's always fun whenever I get to talk to medical experts or people in the field, because it's just being able to bring information to my audience. You know what I mean? I had a heart doctor on yesterday or last time, and I was talking to my sister, and she's like, I think I'm going to go talk to that doctor. factor. And it's just being able to provide that to the community. Somebody that might hear it and say, hey, that kind of affects me in a way, or hey, I didn't know that. And it just gives them more information. You know what I mean? So thank you for being here on a Wellness Wednesday.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Talk to me about the Centra there for Neuro Skills. What is it that you guys do?
Okay.
And how long have you been around for?
We've been around for a long time, so, and in fact, we have 8 locations now. We just opened our 8th location in Plano. Bakersfield was our flagship.
Bakersfield is home.
It is home, yes. And it's really pretty cool to be able to see something so great come out of Bakersfield and part of this community. We've been around for 45 years.
Goodness.
And so we have clinics here in Bakersfield, LA, San Francisco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, Austin, and now Plano. So it is highly specialized care. We deal with medical and rehabilitative services for people with traumatic and acquired brain injury. So it is very specialized, intensive care that, quite frankly, many people from across the country come to Bakersfield to receive this care.
That's so great that we have that here in our own community. We don't have to travel to LA. And you would think, oh, LA, it's a big city. They've got to be way more advanced than us with all these technologies to be able to treat people. And no, when you think about it, a lot of that comes out of right here in Bakersfield, just because of places like you guys. So thanks for that. It's just awesome. What things should I be doing are there things I can do to prevent stroke or some heart disease, you know what I mean, from happening?
Yeah, well, there's really 3 phases we need to look at. Prevention would be one,
right?
So we're not in that world a whole lot, but I'm also on the board of the American Heart Association, of the American Stroke Association. And then there's the incident. So how do you detect it? And then what do you do about it once it happens? I'm also on the board of the Brain Injury Association of America.
Wow.
So kind of spanning both, the acquired and traumatic brain injury, but this is the space in which I work. In terms of preventing stroke, it's a matter of not getting heart disease, making sure you're checking your blood pressure, your cholesterol, not smoking, not drinking, and living an active lifestyle.
Right.
And so there are things that we can certainly do. In fact, there's about 800,000 strokes that happen every single year. What's crazy is about 10 to 20% of that population is between 15 and 50 years old. And so, of course, the majority are older than 50% or 50 years old. However, the implications are significant once you have a stroke. In even that younger group, even after 5 years, if a person's had a stroke, they're only 50% chance of going back to work. So when you think of the impact, not only on a personal level, and it's catastrophic to the person and their family, it's a societal issue. And in fact,
especially if he's the breadwinner, or if it's the breadwinner of the home, you know what I mean? And that person goes down, it's like, oh my goodness.
Exactly.
And those chances of even returning to work. And for younger people, my cousin, he is 2 years older than I am. So he's 40. I think he just turned 48, maybe.
Yeah.
Had a stroke about a month ago. And prior to that, I think he had a minor heart attack. And he just works and works and works. And they even tell him, okay, you can't go back to work this time. And what does he go? I'm going back to work.
Yeah, it's tough when we need to provide for our families and we have lives to live. But, monitoring our health along the way is so critically important. On a societal cost, this costs the United States about $34 billion every single year. And from my perspective, rehabilitation is a really great investment. Not everybody gets rehab after a stroke. And that's really what we need to advocate for. You can rewire the brain. You don't have to live with the lifelong disability that comes along with the stroke, with the right team, at the right people, with the right intensity. And this is where Center for Neuro Skills is so important, because the treatment is so intense. But people don't have to live with the disabilities that they have. And the implications are significant personally and societally.
I was going to say, what are some of the things that come out of a stroke that people can deal with?
Yeah, one of the signs, we call it FAST. It's looking for facial droop. It's looking for arm weakness. It's the speech or lack of articulation. If you see those things, you've got to make a call. It's timely, so FAST. But there's also balance just some of those signs that you might see if someone was having an issue with some eye problems. They call that BFAST, right?
Oh, okay.
So, but once it happens, of course, go to the hospital, get the treatment. As you come through the recovery process, what people can expect would be there's a myriad of symptoms, and not every stroke is the
Not
same.
everybody's the same, right?
Right? You can have an ischemic stroke where there's a clot. You can have a hemorrhagic stroke where the blood vessel bursts. You can also have what's called a TIA, a transient ischemic attack, with a small clot or a mini stroke. And it depends on where in the brain the stroke occurs. It can be down in the brainstem. That's going to look a lot different than up in the parietal lobe. And so, but what we can expect someone to behave like afterward would be having difficulty moving their body. A lot of times it's one side weakness. The tone in the muscles are either too hard or too flaccid. A person is at higher risk of falling. Of course, the speech issues, the visual issues, and all of these functional impairments lead to the inability to do your basic cooking, your cleaning, your toileting, going back to work, and driving.
Yeah, because you can have your license taken once you have a stroke, just because it's a medical issue.
Exactly.
What are some things that people should do after post-stroke? What are some of the things that they should maybe, like you said, rehab or go to you guys? What are some of the things that you guys help along with there?
Number one, making sure that if you have a loved one in the hospital, advocate for them. Making sure that they are getting referred to therapy.
After.
After.
Because a lot of the times you're in the hospital, you get treated there, and then you go home.
Yes.
And then you just go, oh, well, I'll change a couple of habits. I'll eat a little bit better. And hopefully my range of motion in my arm will come back.
Exactly. Well, and a lot of times what will happen is people discharge home. They may get some home health, which there's some benefit to that. But if you're going to really rewire the brain, you want the intensity and density of treatment from a comprehensive team. Occupational therapists, physical therapists, speech therapists, education therapists, counselors, nurses, doctors, the entire ecosystem, because each one of those experts have a role in really helping the person to recover, not just one discipline, not 3 days a week for just 1 hour. It's an intensive program that they need to rewire the brain. You think of what it takes to learn Spanish. I took 4 years of Spanish. I remember very little.
Mr. Harrington, I've been trying to learn Spanish for 45 years, sir. I took 2 years in high school. No, donde el baño. That's about it.
Well, see, that's twice as much as me. And that's because we haven't been immersed in it. And that's what you want. You want immersion into the rehab process. So it is really advocating for your loved one to get the right treatment by the right people. The therapy, as a person becomes more medically stable, the need for rehab increases. And it really does require people to advocate for themselves, not only for the case managers in the hospital, but it's also the insurance company. And JR, what also bothers me too is a lot of times on the treatment side, insurance companies will follow more orthopedic kind of guidelines with these benefit limitations where you may only get a couple weeks of therapy. Maybe fine for knee, maybe fine for hip replacement. It is not okay for the brain.
And it might be okay for different stroke patients, depending on the intensity or, like you said, the location of the stroke, where maybe 3-4 months might benefit somebody and be okay, where somebody might need long-term care.
You're right. And in fact, what's interesting, CMS, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid, just came out and diagnosed or kind of classified stroke and brain injury as a chronic disease. And this is important because rather than having a short-term perspective on treating the stroke or the brain injury for the next 2 weeks, it really goes on longer than that. Mm-hmm. You think of all the sleep apnea, risk of falling. To nerd out on you a little bit, even after a stroke, your brain goes through this inflammatory process, much like a wound, where you have the microglia that spits out some cytokines that increase inflammation or decrease it. So even after the stroke, this brain remains in this kind of inflammatory process. It's not just the incident. There's a long tail to this.
Well, and it's healing.
Yes.
It's regenerating. It's maybe not healing in some spots. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There's many things that you have to deal with after that.
It is.
That is so much. What are some of the other things you guys are working on over there at the Center for Neuro Skills?
Well, aside from really a lot of advocacy for our patients nationwide, and providing the comprehensive treatment that we provide, we also have a research department.
No, nice.
And it's really nice because we believe
that's where the advances come from. Yes. And that's what, when we talk about at the beginning of the interview, the technology that's coming out of Kern County in Bakersfield because of your research teams is just phenomenal. Every time I talk to somebody in the medical field that says, "Oh, we're doing this now here locally, and we're doing this here now locally," I'm just so blown away and amazed.
It's really cool stuff. I mean, it makes my socks roll up and down. I just get so excited because we have some of the best outcomes in our industry, but it's not good enough. We need to do more. And so we're looking at the gut biome and its connection with the brain. We're looking at sleep, for example. When you sleep and go into deep and REM sleep, you consolidate declarative and procedural memory. So if you sleep better, you carry information more so day to day.
You see my face, Doc. I'm like, sleep. I don't get much sleep these days.
We're looking in pharmacogenomics where we're matching up genes with certain pharmacologies so that our physicians don't have to tinker around with medications. They know with a certain degree of probability one drug is going to work better than the other. We're all about really improving the efficiency of outcome and getting people with brain injury back to their life sooner.
Wow, that's incredible. Like I said, I've known people, my cousin most recently, who just had a stroke and a heart attack. Some people here that used to work here at the station do a show on one of our other stations. He had a stroke maybe a year and a half ago. And you mentioned during that the timing of from the moment that somebody has a stroke to the moment that they start receiving the care is very, very important. This person, they laid in their bedroom or in their bathroom for a long time because everybody had left already. And he had a stroke and miraculously he's still with us today. He's going through the rehab. He's regaining motion. His speech isn't there yet, but they're working on that and just trying to develop and go through these things. It's just amazing to watch him start to grow back some of those skills.
That's great to hear. You know, what's crazy is 45 years ago, before we started, the conventional wisdom was if you had a brain injury stroke, there was no hope. Yeah. You went to a skilled nursing facility or you went home. In CNS, we were frontiersmen in this space, doing the rehabilitation where rehabilitation for neuro problems didn't exist. Now we know through our neuroscience that what we do really works. And if you provide that environmental challenge, you literally rewire the brain, and that's what we do.
And that's what's needed because that when a stroke, sometimes the damage is so bad that the wiring is just it's all messed up. That's it. And it's just about trying to rewire that brain and rehab it. Yeah. Thank you for so much. So if somebody wants to get a hold of the center, how do they do that?
Yeah, Center for Neuro Skills. So our website is neuroskills.com, neuroskills.com. And they can certainly call us at 661-872-3408. So our staff can help them out. Our website is just a wealth of information, but I would also encourage people to call the Brain Injury Association of America or the American Heart Stroke Association as well.
All right. Well, you guys are here. We have the means to do it here in our community. You no longer have to go to LA or a big city to get the advances in technology because we have it. And it's thanks to folks like this and the Center for Neuro Skills. Again, Mr. Harrington, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome anytime, sir. Anytime you guys need to get some information out there, just get a hold of me.
Will do. Thank you.
Appreciate it. It is Wellness Wednesday here on the JR Show. Got to take a break. Your questions, comments, and I'll jump in the YouTube chat, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. It's the JR Show. We'll be right back. Sweet.
You're good. You're good.
I appreciate that. I
appreciate you. Thank you so much. Can I get a picture of us?
Yeah,
by the way, your brand is badass.
Did you came up with that? Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, we just came up with it and just kind of ran with it. Like, yeah, it works.
Well, I know our PR team would love a picture of us if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. And then if anything, I could send it to, I think it's Robin that set up I'll take the clip from the YouTube and stuff.
Okay.
And email it to her so you guys can have that as well.
We'll push it out. Okay, ready? I'll just get your brand in there too. Sweet. I have a face for radio.
No, you have a good voice.
Oh, thank you.
No, you actually, you got a really good radio voice.
Appreciate it. I'll take that compliment and run with it. Hey, great show. I really enjoyed it. Good to meet you in person.
And like I said, Robin sends me all the emails and stuff like that. So if there's any time that you guys want to come on, just say, hey, ask Sheriff if you guys can come on. Or obviously if there's something that hits, and I'll reach out to and get you guys back. So
we'll do.
I love it.
Right,
especially with the Wellness Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's cool. It fits. So it's perfect.
I'll let Robin know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Check.
Dad's Murder Mystery Dinner, presented by the Buena Vista Museum of Natural History and Science.
What's up, y'all? We're doing all kinds of things on her. Got to move the camera back. Bear with me. Come with me now. Come with me now. Who's with me now? You guys rock. All you guys. All you guys are amazing. You guys go find us on social media for us. If you're not following us on, well, obviously, if you're here on YouTube, you're following us there, but go and find us like on Instagram, or at least find me on Instagram. On TikTok. Trying to bring you guys content in every platform that we possibly can. Oh. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Want to thank David Harrington, the CEO of Center for Neuro Skills, for stopping by, talking about stroke and post-stroke care and what you guys can do. You guys heard how you can get a hold of them. Just Google it, Center for Neuro Skills. Mr. David Harrington, CEO. If you guys know somebody that has had a stroke or a family member that has unfortunately gone through a stroke, get them connected to the proper care that they'll need post so they can return to full health. 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. That's the number to chime in if you guys would like to do so. Do we have anything on the board, sir, before I talk about the county charter, Mr. Turnipseed? Not the city, but the county.
Let's see. This first one just says, just wait till all the other school boards vote on this also.
No, they already did. Sorry,
He
go.
was supposed to vote on last meeting, but they had other issues they were dealing with. Kathy Scrivener needed to pay for her attorney.
The Kern High School District, you mean? Kern High School District Board. I thought you were talking about other like Fresno, I think, pays even more than us. And there was another one that was listed that gets paid a whole bunch too. So a bunch of boards have been doing this lately, and apparently we jumped on board too. $3,000 a month. I know they work hard and it's more than just one meeting a month, but like somebody said in the YouTube chat, y'all know what you signed up for. There was no pay before, and this whole argument of, well, now it gives people the opportunity that maybe financially couldn't run before that can run now. Well, if financials are the things that are keeping you back from serving, then you ain't serving properly. That's just my opinion. 661-842-KERN. Anything else on the board, sir?
Nope, that's it.
That is all. Let's talk about the Board of Supervisors, as they unanimously passed a motion yesterday to possibly make Kern County a charter county, meaning that it will go to you, the voters. At least we get a say, right? The proposal will be placed on the June primary election ballot for the voters to decide. Apparently, according to County Counsel Kendra L. Graham, the draft charter includes a limited provision governing the procedure for filling vacancies on the Board of Supervisors. All other matters remain governed by general law, meaning all they really want to be able to do is that if there is a vacancy on the Board of Supervisors, i.e., one of them takes mushrooms and gets into bed with their daughter and allegedly touches her but never gets charged with it and
has possession of illegal firearms and goes off to Mary Kay Shell and disappear for a couple of months and then finally decides to step down only after he's been hit with child support payments. That all of a sudden I no longer want this job. Just in case one of those things happens again. Or just in case, I don't know, one of them happens to want to run for assembly or something. And their term isn't up. I.e. David Couch, who's doing that right now. So if he were to get elected, instead of now that the governor gets to appoint somebody or choose to have a special election, now the Board of Supervisors, and I hate this, it's just like the Board of Education for BCSD. Once you give the board the power to do it themselves, what do you think they're going to do? Like, seriously, what do you think they're going to do what they do? They'll take care of it. They'll do it in-house. They'll put up one of their own. And I thought about it, like, why don't we let the voters decide of that district what they want to do? Whether they want to have a special election or whether they want to keep it vacant until the next election or whether they want to put somebody in. And I know, well, the JR, that costs more because then you have to have a vote to have the vote. That just doesn't make sense. But I'm all about giving the power back to the people. We keep giving power to the boards and to the governors and to the states, but the power isn't even in the people's hands anymore. It is. You guys can go and vote for these people and get people to have respectable morals but politics corrupts everybody, I guess. So it's up to you guys now. That's really the only change. I guess it gives us the power to create ordinances, maybe, so we can say, maybe those homeless people aren't allowed over there to camp. Speaking of which, I've been getting into a lot of discussions with, let's just say, people that work in the homeless sector about all of the negative comments coming out lately about homeless people. And I have to keep correcting people. Look, we're not talking about the down on the luck, you ran out of money homeless people. We're talking about criminals, okay? Calm down, quit getting offended. Nobody wants to take your grant money, okay? Chill out. But I do want to send a shout out to the sheriff. Over a dozen arrests were made by the Kern County Sheriff's deputies after a targeted operation was executed in the Kern River Valley area. An operation aimed at addressing illegal lodging or squatting activities, because last time I checked, that was still illegal. They're not criminals. Okay. Along with active arrest warrants, took place and netted 14 arrests yesterday. The following people were arrested on violations related to unlawful squatting or outstanding warrants. I won't read their names, but let's go over some ages and locations of where they are from. 43-year-old from Bakersfield, 40-year-old from Los Angeles, 48-year-old from Wasco. Mr. Webb, 51, from Washington. Another gentleman, 41, out of Bakersfield. Another gentleman, 32, out of Lake Isabella. Another gentleman, 44, out of Lake Isabella. Another guy, 58, out of LA County. Another guy, 32, out of Lake Isabella. Another guy, 50, out of Orange County. Another one, 56, out of Bell Garden. 49 out of Bakersfield and 50 years old, the lone female out of LA County. If you notice their ages, they're all working age. They all should be out there working, doing something. And some of them ain't even from here. So those whole rumors about all these people are getting busted, I'm just saying, when you stop people and they tell you, well, we ain't even from Bakersfield, sir. They got here somehow. I got to get out of here for the day, make room for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's a Wednesday. Howard Marcus stops by. Want to thank you guys for hanging out. Go over to YouTube, subscribe.
Go over to TikTok, find us on all social media. I'll be at Woolworths tonight. I'm not supposed to tell you that, but that's where I'll be. Got to get out of here. This is the JR Show. Really? Dad loves you.
Online at KERNradio.com.
You gotta count myself.
News this hour from Town Hall. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. It looks like the southeast and mid-Atlantic could face some more winter weather this coming weekend. National Weather Service meteorologist Mark Miller says they're looking at the potential for another significant winter storm.
This one is more of like the classic sense where you're looking at like a nor'easter. Right now, it's looking like it's mostly going to be across like the Carolinas into the southern mid-Atlantic. Still some uncertainties on where exactly that low pressure is going to kind of start to develop and really get going. But at least for right now, it looks like it's going to be mainly a southern impacting storm for like south central Virginia.